Salutations guys, this is Dante with your weekly resource pack roundup. Let's go! And here we are guys, this is VonDoomCraft by Zomb69 and Emperor Doom. And it's a 128x horror based resource pack, although 64 and 32x are available. Now starting with the festering foliage here, you can see we have some rather awesome custom flowers here. I really love the not only do we have a skull flower here, we seem to have half a zombie used as a scarecrow. That is pretty awesome. And, pretty little purple flower here. Heading over to the brick ship house, the usually orange jungle plank has been replaced with these pretty awesome box crates. What kind of survival horror setting could you have without box crates filled with mysteriously evil content? The red brick itself really stands out. I love the details there, but I don't know if they're hand drawn or not. Now heading through the slightly malevolent doors, you can see that this room is fully kitted out thanks to this pack. Now we can start here with the gorgeous custom clock and compass here. We have an angry dispenser, a happy dropper, and an indifferent hopper here. Now going into the furnace, you can see the furnace has a great and understandable UI. A really nice pattern there. We have our cauldron here with a lovely just changing water pattern. And the jukebox here uses cassettes, which is very 80s, very good for me. Now you've got here our trap chest. Now you can easily test a trap chest by the big red skull. Opening it up, we have a lovely detailed UI here for the chest. Hopping across, you can see here we have our regular chest, same UI, and of course a white skull on the front. Got our note block, our ender portal here. We've got our Acme anvils here for dropping on heads. That I absolutely love here. We seem to have Mjolnir here. We have Samurai Jack's blade. And the Havoc staff from He-Man, which just makes me really feel cool. Okay, of course we've got our UI here for the brewing stand, and we've got our beds. Now it looks like we have Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th tucked up in bed next to us, but it doesn't really work together. There is a definite divide there, and maybe the doubling doesn't work of the dolls, but you know what? I'm going to give this pack a pass because it is so richly detailed so far. Now hopping across to the penitentiary here, we have our Jeeves, and Jeeves with absolutely gorgeous and randomized moustaches, because these are the same type of villager. Let's hop in. Okay guys, again we have our randomized mobs with very creepy creepers. I have to give it to them for only putting the texture on one side of the leg, making those leaf legs look all the more creepy. We have our Skelly Bobs. Zombies with their zombie moustaches. Some very strange witches going on here. A Brussels sprout flavour slimes. And our man spiders and our spider over there. Now, one thing I will say is definitely cool about this pack are the C3 pictures, making it just more versatile. You can have things hung on the wall, you can have swords, pictures, paintings, and they're all really cool. Let's head on up. So here we have all of our pictures looking really awesome, and what I said with Jason Voorhees earlier is obviously Von Doom himself from the Marvel family. But I really love the different pictures and the creepiness they have here. Now, having a look, the stained glass really works together. We've got the connectivity, which comes from working with Optifine, which is advised to be used on this pack. But I really love how everything works together with the glass. You can have it together, you can have it separately. It's just really rather cool. Well, let's head down to see our lovely animals. Here we have our lovely mushrooms. Oh my goodness, that is GERT level scary, dude. Wow, our evil mushrooms look really just whacked out. And that goes for our regular cows. And here we have Skeletor. Get him, beast man! The pigs have got the what the fur on their face, and the chickens are just be chickens. Of course, we have Terminator Iron Golem there, that goes without saying. And the veggie patch is rather cool. So we've got our gnarly looking pumpkins there. I can't see any differences between all of their faces, but then again, it is rather cool, just the one that they have. Melons do look awesome, but not in any kind of definable way. They just look very defined. Jumping across, we have our jack-o'-lantern. No animation, but then again, it does look really cool, especially with that runic scary sky. Jumping across to our animals, we have a very toothy looking Sebastian. Really love the bone collar. And we have a spotty Alita with evil green eyes. Okay, we come to our mechanical section here. I know it's supposed to say mechanical. And we have our really nasty booger looking blob there. I know it can stick to things, but I don't know if I want it to. We have our regular piston too. We have our TNT here, which is caution big bada boom. And we have here a redstone lamp with a lovely kind of almost communication alien kind of looking light to it. So without ado, let's head down to the Cave of Wonders. Okay, here we are. We have a very simple, dark, almost messy looking lava trickling down our windows there. The water does have a lovely change to the animation. That's really nice. And everything is really cohesive. The heavy use of shade really does make everything look gloomy and tied together. We've also got our entities here and also our blocks. I will say I love the use of skulls. We've got the big red skull there for the redstone. We've almost Davy Jones's skull here for the emerald. And it really does just look really tight. Let's head through something much more interesting. Trees! Okay, I won't spend too long here because the leaves are all fairly similar except the needles on the spruce. We've got ourselves some lovely, very colourful oak here with a lovely kind of, well, a very yellowish kind of boxed up wood here. We've got our spruce with those needles, much plainer, almost snot-like bark here, with slightly purplish tint to the planking. We have the tiger or the birch tree here. I love the lines of colour, although I don't think I've seen L-shaped crates before. That's is that how they deliver laptops nowadays? Jumping across, we have our rich dark oak. Again, love the multicoloured detailed section here. And we have more of the regular plank style here. We have the acacia. Love the greyness, the festering, kind of mouldering kind of bark here. And of course we have the regular plank style. And it's kind of more of a regular wood. It's kind of a slightly red wood colour. Not too in your face like the regular acacia. And finally we have the jungle wood here. Love the planks forming into those crates. There's the piano I ordered the other day. Not too much more to be said because it's just kind of very similar to the acacia. Okay, and because we're in Optifine, which is recommended for this pack, we can zoom into our cactus and reeds for our fans over there. Okay, let's head down to the Nether. Okay guys, here we are in the Nether where this pack really picks up some steam. So we have the Netherrack, which is a dark, veiny, almost like eternal body kind of style. The Nether brick is just your regular brick with maybe something hidden inside those patterns, but I really do like that. Now, I'm not normally a fan of bricks which have these big borders around them, but it does kind of work being able to look into the ribcage of the block. Although the actual quartz itself is slightly more tamed, give or take the face of the beast up there. Oh my goodness, the Soul's Hand has just given me a hard smile because it's just rich and gorgeous. I love the screaming souls. Help, help, help. And the animation on the glowstone is pretty awesome too. You can see almost a pulsing, but there's a heart. Oh, I think that might be the heart itself. That is pretty darn tootin' awesome. The ghast itself is a work of art with the big hole in the side of the mouth, eyes all around it, and that is where it fires from. We have ourselves plenty of mobs here to have a look at. You can see there's still a randomization in the mobs. I really do like how the piggies have got the "what the fuck" on their face, along with a slightly multi magma cube. And we have Alien Invader, very ribcage showing Enderman here. Now as we look over the nether itself, you can see everything is really well tied together. The border on the nether portal does kind of stick out quite a lot. But, you know, I can forgive that because everything just looks really cool. So let's head back to the Era of Judgment. And here we are, guys, the Era of Judgment. Now our usual cherry, a berry, a lovely cake looks more like it has like festering red growths on top, which is kind of cool for a horror pack. The End Stronghold here is really, really awesome. I love the heavy shading, the almost bluish castle grey skull colours that we've got here for these stone bricks. Although this slightly heavy, simple looking lava does slightly detract, even if it is behind some really richly detailed bars. And I have to give max props to whoever did the animation for the Ender Eyes there. That is really, really wibbly wobbly sweet. Jumping over, this is the obsidian, and we've got ourselves some ender blocks. Sorry. Now I really appreciate the fact that the endstone is not dead giraffe, but I think maybe with the obsidian and the endstone both having the skull motif, it might be slightly overused. But you know what? I'm going to give it a pass because everything else on his back is so darn sweet. Jumping past our sheep here, you can see that even the horse has been customized in its armor with its 4 eyes good, 2 legs bad kind of style. So guys, this is the Area of Judgment, and what do I think of this pack? This pack is freaking sweet. It really hits its target of being a horror style pack. Everything is cohesive, everything is really richly detailed and lovely. The only downside is I wouldn't necessarily myself use this for an everyday pack, but it's perfect for adventure maps or if you want to make a particular style of server. So guys, this is Dante saying T to the T to the F to the N. Till next time, dudes, thumbs up.